It's time. It's time to go see Buc-ee. You know, the best part about driving to Florida is when you drive back, you get to see Buc-ee again. But it was a Winn-Dixie. I just like saying Piggly. I like saying Piggly Wiggly. That's fun to say. You know, Francisco.
Oh, jeez.
That's fun to say. What movie's that from? We made it with 0% state of charge. Wife's not happy with me right now, and that's not a good way to start out the trip. I think I've learned something here, and I'm going to eat a little humble pie. What I've learned is the Tesla is actually smarter than I am. I forgot I had the roof box on.
You were torturing me. You did not.
No, I did not. I did not do that to torture you.
There is no light.
Let's have this out. Let's have this out and get rid of it because we got a lot of miles. Lay it on, girl.
Done. That's it.
That's it?
No, I'm not going backwards. We're going forward. But you promised me that you would not do that again.
I promise you, I will not do that again.
10% is well within my comfort zone. 10%.
Okay. Okay. 10.
Not 0, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
10. Can we do 8?
I said within my comfort zone.
Okay.
But I'm not putting it down to 8 because that will push you to do 2. We're leaving it at 10.
All right, but we're gonna have.
This is a long trip.
But we're gonna have a great trip now.
Yeah, because then he bought me a nice sugary sweet coffee.
Okay.
Made me feel a little better.
So no more attitude?
You think I have attitude? You have attitude. I know what I'm doing. It's okay, Kath. I know what I'm doing.
Wow, how time flies. Vacation's over. Gotta drive back. But you know what that means? Going to Connecticut? It's a road trip. Anyway, we're gonna probably run into some traffic here. It's Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday, and it's about 6:30 a.m. and we actually overslept. We were hopefully gonna leave at 5:30, but it's still early. That's okay. So let's go on a road trip with Kathy, Bailey, and me. Out of Spec Dave in the Model 3 Performance. This is the 2024, the new model itself with the roof box on top. And should be a great trip as always. Who knows what adventures await us in the future. And the first thing I need is a coffee and maybe an Egg McMuffin. So under the backdrop of our beautiful condo here on Marco Island, here it is, the weapon of choice, the Model 3 Performance. This is sporting the new Thule Motion XT large roof box. If you haven't checked out my content over on the Out of Spec testing channel, check it out because I ran a 58-mile loop running this box forward and then backwards and then without it. And you see the efficiencies differences between having a roof box on and kind of busting the theory out about are all roof boxes more efficient backwards, and I think you'll find the results. There she is, Miss Bailey Connor, and there's Kathy. We're getting in the car, and no, not on her seat. She's got her own seat. But anyway, this is our ride here. I will say that even though the seats, these sport seats, are a little bit soft on the sides, after many hours of driving down here, these side bolsters here that are relatively steep, they kind of hurt my butt a little bit. Not my butt, my outer thighs. So I don't know. It's okay. I'll make do. I just kind of shift around. Did you find it comfortable on the way down?
Very comfortable.
You did?
Yeah.
How were the massaging seats?
Yeah, well, that's a problem.
Well, did you have a good time on this trip?
How can you not have a good time in beautiful Marco Island?
What are the plans for our road trip?
Quick, simple, safe.
No sleeping anywhere, or are we?
Of course, we're sleeping. Why do you make me say that? Yes, we're sleeping. I will not drive through the night.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll drive through the night.
Yes, no.
You sleep right there. No. Get in there, girl.
All right. Yeah.
All right, we're off. High five. Let's do it. Road trip. Oh, we got to reset the trip odometer here. Always need to do that. Let's see. We averaged 305 watt hours per mile coming down here. A lot of traffic. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad this trip. But let's go ahead and reset the current drive. Reset. Since last charge, we're going to leave that fine. And then we're going to reset this trip from, where are we again? Florida, FL to CT, save. There we go. All right, so we've got 110 miles of range and 36% state of charge. We'll figure out where we're going to charge in a few minutes here. And like I said, first things first, I need some coffee.
Oh, good idea.
And an Egg McMuffin.
Bad idea.
What, you don't like eggs?
They smell bad. No. Coffee's good.
All right, we're off. I want to provide sort of an unvarnished feedback as I've gotten to know this FSD and also route planning coming down from Connecticut. And I thought about it this last week, and as good as it is, as amazing as it is,
it's not perfect.
It's doing some weird things. Like, for example, right now, it's telling me to get off this exit and go back to Naples to charge.
Which you have no intention of doing.
No way. That's crazy. And so I don't understand why it's doing
because
that.
it said it was like 50 miles away and we had 75 miles.
Yeah, I got plenty of juice. So it seems as though
it's cautious.
For some reason, and I can't figure out where to put a minimum state of charge on arrival. I've seen that feature in the system, but it seems as though, now look, it's getting me off this exit here because I'm in FSD, and I'm not going to get off this exit.
Well, Dave, I think if there's a way to reset your charging limit when you are ready to charge, it seems like it's user error. I don't know that you can blame FSD and Tesla on this.
Well, no, there's a difference between a FSD and this is route planning.
Okay, so route planning.
The route planning is saying, I think there's a setting, and we got to try and find it, where it's saying, oh, we're not going to bring you in less than 10% or something like that. So therefore, if you want to go to Okeechobee, where you're going to bring it in at 3%, then you're gonna have to stop somewhere.
I almost think we did this prior to the trip. I feel like we had that screen and we put it in. I think I made you put it at 10% or something.
Well, we got to find that screen. It's possible it's doing what we told it to do, but we got to find that and
tell it not to listen to us.
Yeah. So as things get more complicated in life, with more settings and controls, it sometimes ends up causing confusion. Anyway, I know I can make it to Okeechobee without a doubt, but it's telling me I can't. That's number one. Number two, FSD. Let's just talk about this. It's the whole point before the latest versions or so was that if I set a maximum speed, like you see, I'm in standard mode right now, and I've got it set to 85 max. And it's only doing 75.
What about if you go into the hurry mode?
If I go into hurry mode, it'll go a little bit faster. But I was reading on the blogs last night about a lot of people's complaints about FSD. And so now it popped it up to allegedly 82. And we're doing, and I've said, now it's doing
with traffic.
It's going with traffic. That's the key thing.
Mode.
In hurry mode, I think in both standard and hurry mode, it's going to use the surroundings, the traffic, and it's going to override the max speed, as long as the max speed you set is higher than what the traffic is doing. And it's still trying to turn us around and bring us back to Naples now. That's crazy. That's really crazy. So I guess as the route planning adapts and sort of gets evolved, I don't think I disagree with staying with traffic. I think that makes sense.
I think
But
that's safe.
if I tell the system, in the past, if I had told the system, go 85 or go 75, it would do that. And it's not doing
It's
that.
going to get you off again.
I know. It's turning me back around. The game I like to play when navigating is I want to choose where I want to go, and I want to be able to control the speed. So if I go over here, just watch me. And how many miles do I have? I have 20% state of charge. Okay. And it's 57 miles away. That's tight. That's definitely tight. So I would agree that we can't make it to Ochopi without, I'd have to really shut down the speed. So if we go to Punta Gorda instead, let's see if it'll allow me to go there. It still doesn't even allow me to go to Punta Gorda. It's wanting me to get off at Estero. See that?
I see.
So, but let's just see this here. If I want to go to Punta Gorda, where is this? Punta Gorda. It's only 40 miles and I have 20 miles of buffer.
But you are going pretty fast.
I am going fast.
And there's no reason to slow down. So you should probably, I would just pick the one before it.
I mean, we are going down the road with the roof box, so.
And a car packed with all our stuff. We're filled up.
Yeah.
I think you're stupid to try to.
Did
go
you?
to
Stupid?
Punta
You
Gorda.
think I'm stupid?
Yes. Go to the one before it.
All right.
It's not that complicated.
All right, Kathy, great job. You found the setting that was bothering me. So again, it's not the software, it's just the controls within the software have gotten more sophisticated. And if you don't know which control to use, so within Trip Planner, so you set your destination, and then you can go to the three little dots that show end trip right here. And then within there, you go to settings, and then this little thing that says Trip Planner, add supercharger stops if necessary. And necessary is something that doesn't seem to give you the control as far as like what percentage of state of charge you're like. I think I'm going to still try and find that. I thought that was in there, but I can't find it right now, which is strange.
I think this is it.
I think that's it as well. So
as soon as we turn that off, now it lets you go
right.
to Punta Gorda and shows we'll arrive with
2%, right, which is great. Now I can actually feather it in the way that I want to do it, and that's beautiful. Oh, autopilot. I was distracted and I got thrown in autopilot jail. So I don't disagree with what it did, because I was focused on this unit. But yeah, so okay, that's good. Now that's going to be a lot less stressful for me. So we've got 42 miles of range. We're running at a 14% state of charge. So we've got 41 miles of range, and we're only 31 miles from Punta Gorda, and it's saying we're going to arrive at a 2% state of charge. That's perfect. So good job, Kathy. That's yeah, that was frustrating because it just kept pulling me up. And what was crazy was it was pulling me off and sending me back down south.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Meanwhile, there's Estero
Right here.
or Fort Myers where you could go. So that was a little strange, but in any event, good job, Kathy.
Good way to start the day.
Kathy for the win.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah. All right, so we made it with 0% state of charge. Wife's not happy with me right now, and that's not a good way to start out the trip. I think I've learned something here, and I'm going to eat a little humble pie. What I've learned is the Tesla is actually smarter than I am. This is what happens when you push the limits and you do things a little bit out of spec. I have the roof box on, and I have been road tripping Teslas for so long that I think my gut and my instinct, as far as the buffer, how much I had and how far I needed to go, I wasn't taking into account the amount of energy consumption that I would actually be going through. But the car knew it because it could see the efficiency. And so what I would say is hats off to Tesla for actually predicting that I should have charged sooner, and I should have. So Kathy's not happy with me right now, but I'm okay with that because I learned something here. I learned that you can push it, but you got to understand the variables that are in place. And not that I forgot about the roof box, but man, the roof box really does hurt your efficiency. So anyway, we just had to control it with speed, as we call it, feathering it in. I was doing, 55 to 60 in the right-hand lane. No hazards or flashing. And as soon as it popped off of 0 to 1%, I knew I had it. But, yeah, she was saying, get off the exit in Fort Myers. And I was like, no, I don't want to. It's only a 150. And meanwhile, why was Tesla pulling me off sooner than Fort Myers? Because the Estero one was a 250. And I think it really has gotten good. So hats off to Tesla, hats not off to me, and I got to make nice. I don't know what I got to do. Maybe get her a croissant inside the Wawa here. How do you know when you're in Florida? Well, look at the mods on this Model Y Performance. He's got it all covered up here with these dusty covers, and look at this over here, and door guards. Look at this over here, and oh man, wow, look at this. Pretty amazing. Yeah, that is not stock. All right, so we're up to 80% state of charge here at Punta Gorda, and we're gonna give Bailey a little bit of water, and then we're out of here. Say goodbye to that Model Y. Look at that thing. Wow. The guy driving it, he's like, I don't know anything about this car. It's my mom's car. I said, wow, that's pretty cool. He goes, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, neat car. Let's get Bailey some water. So next stop, I put in Ocala. It's 189 miles away, and we've got 245 miles of range. Now, here's the thing. After what we just went through, I don't think we're going to make that. So what I want to do is I want to go over here to the settings again, and I want to turn back on the trip planner that you turned off before, right? Which allowed us. And it's telling us that we will arrive at a 5% state of charge in Ocala. But I think with this trip planner on, once that 5% starts going down, then I think it's going to redirect us to stop somewhere.
And then perhaps you would pay attention this time.
Perhaps I may.
No, you will.
We'll see. Yes.
You will. No way to start my morning. So I think we leave this on, and when it starts to get low, because we're carrying the roof box,
that's right,
because we have the car loaded,
yeah,
we've lost efficiency.
Yeah, the efficiency on this trip so far has been 354.9 watt hours per mile, which again, you got your phone handy there by any chance? Here's that sign that says set arrival energy at your destination and turn list. Let's see what that arrival energy is set to 25%.
All right, so I'll move it down to 10.
Move it down to 8.
No, I'm moving it to 10. That's my compromise. Safe.
10. 25.
That's why it was screwing us up.
Okay.
Okay, so we have it set at 10%.
Okay. Do this calculation. 1,000 divided by 355.7, which is
355.7?
Yeah. I bet it's 2.6.
2.8.
2.8. Okay, 2.8 miles for every kilowatt hour. And knowing that this battery pack is roughly 80 kilowatt hours usable, what is 2.8 times 80?
224.9.
So
Call it 225.
Okay, so the maximum distance I would be able to go from 100% down to 0% would only be 225 miles. Because we got the roof box, we got the 20-inch wheels, we're carrying speed here.
We have Bailey in the car.
Bailey weighs a lot. We do have a lot of weight in the car, but it's not so much the weight as it is the aero. So the roof box is really killing the efficiency.
Did you find that when you did your testing the other day with it?
Yeah. It knocks, it's about 13% of a hit.
Okay, so you knew that.
Yeah.
Before we had our last exchange,
Right.
Pulling in at 0%.
Right, I knew it, I just forgot it. All right, Brooksville, Florida, we plugged in a 14, I think it might have been 13% state of charge. And we were preconditioning up to this spot. But what we've done is we've actually set our destination up to, I think it was Savannah, okay, or Pooler, all the way up here in Pooler. And we're just letting the car very casually, very nicely,
Very civilized.
Tell us
Following
where to go. So pulling in at a 13% state of charge, Kathy's happy.
I'm happy.
Therefore, I'm happy.
That's right.
And it tells us we need to charge for 20 minutes. I mean, this is what normal people do, I guess. Just listen to what Tesla tells you to do.
And then the wife doesn't get angry or nervous or scared.
So let's go check out the Winn-Dixie. Now, is this where you met Walter?
I think it's this shopping center. I just have to see if there's a little Chinese restaurant down there where we stopped. But we were, it looks just like where I met little Walter
now,
2 years ago.
Bailey, what are you doing, girl?
She's going to stay here on dog mode.
Okay. There is a Chinese food place here.
Okay, this is definitely where I met them.
Winn-Dixie, Jericho Road, Ministries, Thrift Store, and there is Chinese food.
Okay, this is where, well, I didn't meet Walter here, but we came here for lunch.
Oh, so Walter...
I met Walter at his breeder.
Alyssa and Kyle got Walter here in Florida.
Yes.
From a breeder.
And Katie and I drove up to be with them.
Right. Okay, so this is where, I've never been here, but you have.
I have. I said, I know this place.
There you go.
Stick with me, Dave. I'll tell you all the best superchargers.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so we charged it up to 74%, showing 224 miles of range. Our next stop is going to be Jacksonville, Florida, Chaffee Road. It's a 250s V3, and let's see, how far away is that going to be? Oh, sorry about that. It's 144 miles, and we're showing 224 miles. So, yeah, we're ready to go. Let's hit it. Kathy's, she went to throw something out, and so we're going to the Winn-Dixie to pick her up here. There she is. Let's see, should we let her in? I guess I'll unlock the car. It'll be nice. All right. There we go, and we're off. All right, Kathy, so we're on the, between Ocala and Jacksonville, all these kind of, I don't want to say side roads.
A little bit of a back road.
A little bit of back
cross
road.
over the state.
Sometimes it goes highway, sometimes it goes into, 45-mile-an-hour zones. There's the Burger Barn.
Oh boy.
I've never been there. I always keep going by it. All right. FSD, it's been very good. We're definitely learning a lot about, the different modes between standard and hurry and chill.
Yeah.
Here's in a nutshell. Hurry likes to stay in the left-hand lane, and it travels close in traffic to the guy in front.
So for me, sometimes it's a little bit of late braking, but it seems to 99% of the time it's doing a good job.
So in heavy traffic, I'll just throw it back to standard, and then it leaves a little bit of a gap.
Right.
The max speed that you put your car to doesn't matter. The Tesla FSD version that we're on right now, which is, let's just see, where are you? Come on, baby. Software. 13.2.8. What this software version does is it'll go with traffic. So it might go 85 if you set it to max 85 or 82, but it also might do 71 if you're in hurry mode if traffic's going 70, 71. So it's very aware of its surroundings, which it's growing up, right? FSD is growing up. Now, I know there's been a lot of criticism about, hey, I'm telling it to go max 85. Why isn't it doing it? And, maybe there will be a setting coming out in the next version of FSD, which will say, mandate, override, and I'm saying go this speed. And even if you're going faster than traffic, do it anyway. That could be an aggressive mode. Aggressive hurry, maybe hurry squared or something.
Well, I was going to say there's a level of situational awareness that the car is demonstrating in FSD. So, for example, a car might be pulled over on the right-hand shoulder, and the signal goes on smoothly around, which is state law, and then right back in. So I really like that about the FSD, and I don't know if you just said that, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating it, but the hurry mode stays in the left. Standard seems to stay in the middle, but will take lanes when it sees an opportunity to move up a little bit faster. And chill is you're just chill in the right lane. It looks it over there.
Yeah, you chill in the right lane. That's for sure.
Yes.
Nice Airstream. Look at this.
It's nice.
Oh man, those are beautiful. All aluminum.
Yeah.
So, FSD's been doing well, and I think where people are criticizing it, it's I think it's a deliberate thing that's growing up. Not perfect by any means. Let's do a quick check-in for the trip. So far, we have gone a total of 305.2 miles. Average energy consumption, 355 watt hours per mile. And we, on the current drive, have been going 85.6 miles, and we're averaging 341. We're at lower speeds here on these roads. As far as our destination, our next supercharger is Jacksonville.
And that will be our last one in Florida. Florida is an exceptional state.
It's a big state. Then we're going to go to Pooler, Georgia. So we're looking to arrive right in about an hour. We are, how many miles away from Jacksonville are we right now? Let me move over here. I'm just going to put my turn signal on. 57 miles away from Jacksonville, and it says about 58 minutes. So, and we're going to arrive at an 11% state of charge. So no drama for the wife.
Someone learned very early this morning. Had to make a pinky promise swear not to do it again.
Listen, the honest truth is the combination of the Tesla network with the route planning, it's really good. I always push it because I try to make it better.
Right.
And with the roof box on, I learned my lesson today. So enough about that.
So we're going to continue on here. And so far the trip's been very comfortable.
Well, I mean, it's nothing but blue sunny skies. It's so gorgeous out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Absolutely. So next stop, Jacksonville. And let's see, there are 5 of 8 available, 250 kilowatts, so it's a V3.
Good.
And looks like there's some food there. Oh yeah. So I was
had to go in the grocery store and buy potato
yeah,
chips.
so I went into Piggly Wiggly or whatever, the Winn-Dixie.
Wiggly.
I went into Piggly Wiggly and
Which is a southern, right? Southern food store chain.
yeah,
The Piggly
yeah, it's a
Wiggly.
grocery store down here. So, but it was a Winn-Dixie. I just like saying Piggly.
know.
I like saying Piggly Wiggly. That's fun to say. You know, Francisco.
Oh, jeez.
That's fun to say. What movie's that from? Francisco. Anyway, so they had a sale on shrimp, cooked shrimp, and I bought some. And then they also had a sale on crab legs, king crab legs. Look at these right here, right? I paid $5 for a half a pound of crab legs.
Oh, Bailey's awake now. She likes those.
And then I used my Winn-Dixie card, which I do have. I got an extra $1 off. So all of that those crab legs, Alaskan king crab legs, was $4.
Which is a better choice than your $4 Burger King excursion.
Well, and then also I got 2 bags of those potato chips for $4, and I thought that would be better. But then I looked, they're not really Alaskan king crab legs. It's some concoction of pollock, and it's not fake. It's just it's marketed as king crab legs, and I think I knew that. I did know that. It's not bad, but I think I'm going to throw it out, and we're going to find something to eat.
Yeah, we're going to sit down.
We're gonna have
and
like a
nice
real
lunch.
lunch.
We'll find a good lunch.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. All right. We were here on the way down just a week ago, and we had lunch at the Wendy's, and Bailey's now going to hang out on dog mode there for a little bit.
And it has that nice coffee shop right
Yeah,
over here.
Eliano's Coffee, that's pretty nice. And then there's also a McDonald's. Maybe there's something better than Wendy's. We can take a peek over there. But so far, good easy trip, no traffic.
Beautiful.
Beautiful day, absolutely. All right, so we plugged in at 11%, shot up very quickly to 250, and hopefully we'll get a good charging session here. We may go deep in the pack here. I feel a little, feel like I want to take a little extra time,
Yeah, I think that's good.
but
I'm
we'll
good
see.
with deep in the pack.
Deep in the pack. All right. So we're going pretty deep in the pack here in Jacksonville, Florida. And one of the reasons is, look at the cost here. 36 cents per kilowatt hour. But I'm also just resting my eyes. All right, so we finished charging here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're up to 91%. I took a little shut-eye. Kathy walked the pup. And where's that cup that you use for her?
It's back there. I'll show you on the next.
On the next one, we got this really cool water cup for Bailey. For all of you people that are into dogs, it's really creative. Anyway, good lunch at Wendy's, and we're gonna make it all the way this time to Yemassee, South Carolina. It is 185 miles, and we'll arrive with a state of charge of 12%.
So there you have it. Let's go. All right, so we are leaving Florida. Hurry back to the free state of Florida, the Sunshine State.
It sure is.
And yeah, we'll come back. I think we'll come back.
I'm definitely coming back.
Yeah, definitely.
And you like to go where I go. So
I thought you like to go where I go.
No. But you make me go where you go.
That's true. That's true. So we're going to be coming into Georgia. We are now 403 miles away from our condo. And, ooh, this is interesting.
This is tight.
This is tight. FSD, baby. When we come out on the other side of this little river, we're going to be in Georgia. And there it is. Welcome to Georgia.
3,
2,
1. Hello,
All right.
Georgia. All right.
There
here
we go.
are. It took about almost 8 hours to get through the state of Florida today.
We left
at
it
7 a.m.
and it's 3:41. Well, it was bad traffic back there. It was a car fire.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an electric car. It was a Honda Accord.
I was happy to hear
I think
that.
it was pretty charred.
No, it wasn't electric.
No, it definitely wasn't an electric car. It was all burned up in the front where the engine, sorry.
Well, hopefully that's our only delay.
Yeah.
But tomorrow is Easter Sunday, and I'm sure there'll be something. But maybe for the rest of
Nice
today, we'll
tri-pontoon Barletta.
Nice.
Very nice. Here's a fifth wheel. You see this?
Yes.
Now you see the way that goes over?
Yes.
You get so much more room in a fifth wheel than just a regular travel trailer.
Okay then.
Just saying.
Just saying.
In case we want to maybe
Is that our retirement plan?
get one and
roll around in an
get
RV?
one of those new Dodge Power whatever Ram plug-in hybrids and a fifth wheel, and we'll just go all over the country, visit everybody. Dave and Kathy, please give us directions to the local Burger King
That is
or Buc-ee's.
That's the biggest problem with road trips.
Have we even eaten at Burger King once in the last
No.
3 months?
No.
We just talk about Burger King.
Did you go to get the morning? Oh, we had our morning breakfast there last week. Didn't you get a morning breakfast?
Yeah, I think so.
You did. We hit Burger King,
Yeah,
but not the hamburger.
I like the flame broiled. You're not into those.
No.
You'd rather have the fried burger from.
No, I like Wendy's burgers better than Burger King.
Okay.
If I have to eat a burger on the road.
All right, so we're in Georgia.
What? I wish.
Yeah, I wish too. Not pictured the world's best pancakes, Cracker Barrel. Do they not know about Chips in Fairfield?
Oh yeah, those are good.
Those are the best pancakes.
Yeah.
All right, there is a motorcycle coming up behind me,
Yeah.
and he's going pretty good.
Okay.
So I'm going to move over, and we're going to stay here.
I think that the truck's going to stay.
And I'm in hurry mode. Here comes the bike. All right.
Living the dream. Helmet, backpack,
Honda 650.
sneakers. Where do you think he's going? 85? 90?
90 plus. Yeah. Not crazy fast, but pretty fast. Yeah. Be careful
I see
on
the wind pushing him around.
motorcycles. I love motorcycles, but
You have to be dressed for it. You should not be out going this fast with sneakers.
No?
No, definitely not.
Barefoot?
And flip-flops.
Oh, okay. All right, over there is Buc-ee's Brunswick, Georgia. And what was weird was they had signs back there that said Buc-ee's 242 miles.
But it's right here.
Is it open yet? It's not open.
Oh, it's not.
It's not open yet. That's why.
All right, that makes sense.
It's under construction. Okay.
Okay,
Because
well, anyway.
I actually, my heart skipped a beat.
We're going to pull in there really quickly.
I was, and I was like, wait, why are they saying Buc-ee's 242 miles and then Buc-ee's Brunswick? That thing is maybe a month from opening.
Is that your estimation?
That's my estimation.
Your guesstimation?
28 days.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. There'll be another one on our next
Brunswick,
weekend.
Georgia, Buc-ee's coming at you soon.
Can't wait. There's a red Cybertruck up there. It's an interesting color. Is that really red?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We've gotten off of 95 because when Georgia's 95 goes from 3 lanes into South Carolina 2 lanes, it gets backed up. So we were encouraged by Waze as well as the navigation in the Tesla to get off the road. Now that smells really bad.
Really bad.
Like really bad.
Paper factories?
It is a paper factory, I believe.
Big factory. Something over there.
No, that's all. Let's see.
See all the smokestack up there?
Yeah.
There's smoke into that.
Yeah. Boy. That's a bit nasty.
Don't we have that bio defense system in here?
Bio defense mode? Let's see. Hold on.
Do we? It would sure come in handy now.
Let's take it
Do
off
you
auto.
have your heated steering wheel on?
I always drive it on.
It's 82 degrees.
I know, I like it.
That's like me. That's what I do.
I love my-
never thought you did that.
I love my heated steering wheel.
Wow.
Bio defense mode. It may just be built into the system. But you would think I would know that.
Yeah. That's why I'm here to ask the tough questions.
I have it and it's on and I still smell it.
Inquiry minds want to know.
Yeah. So we're now on we're on Route 25 in Port Wentworth,
South Carolina.
Georgia? Or we're in South Carolina? Savannah.
Oh, Savannah.
So now we're going through Savannah National Wildlife Refuge.
Oh, that's sort of cool.
Yeah. So look for the wildlife.
Believe me, I would never be able to see them because there's so much brush back there.
Look at that. What is that?
There's alligators.
You think so?
I know so.
Yeah, definitely.
Never trust the water in the South.
No.
No. I wouldn't go swimming in there if I were you.
They're building another bridge over there.
Yeah.
So then this will go 2 lanes. Yeah, that looks like they got a port going on over there on the river. Big port. Ships must come up into Savannah there. But it seems pretty far inland, doesn't it? Doesn't that seem far inland?
No, there it is.
Oh, that's far. We're far inland compared to where those are big.
So what are they, up on a river over there?
I don't know. Yeah, it must be.
Where's Hilton Head? Up here? Did I just see it? Is this Hilton Head? Hilton Head. Okay, so Hilton Head is due east of where we are. And there's Bluffton. Your aunt lives in Bluffton.
Yeah. Yeah.
So due east of where we are.
Yeah.
So we really are pretty far inland.
Now we're coming into Jasper County on Route 170. That's what it is. Route 170, South Carolina. So we're out of Georgia. Did we remember crossing out of Georgia?
No.
We missed the clap. Let's do it anyway.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Oh, wait, here it is. Wait. Welcome to South Carolina. 2, 1. Boom.
Yay.
That
South
was weird.
Carolina. Okay, but here we are.
I'm all confused.
Making progress. It's 5:20 in the early evening, and we've been in the car since 7 a.m.
Yeah, but how come?
Savannah National Wildlife Refuge. That's a very nice entrance
Now
there.
look at this. Is this a fire? It's a fire going on in there.
There?
Yeah, there's like, it's all burnt up and there's smoke.
Although the smoke is coming from up there, not over here.
It was all burnt in there and there was smoke right back there. You don't believe it?
I see the smoke in the front.
I know,
think
but
it's
we just
blowing.
went through smoke. I have it on tape. Tape? Video?
Whatever you say.
I have it on an SSD card. Big bump. Oh. Okay, Hardyville, South Carolina with the V3. And we're right off of 95 after kind of doing the shortcut thing, which I think was good. So car's doing great. And we're gonna run in, use the restroom, and then we've been here once before, a while ago. Not the greatest. I mean, unless you like Waffle House for dinner, it's not necessarily the best. Let me see her. There she is. Bailey, the girl. All right. She wants to go to the Waffle House for dinner.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
She has higher standards.
Higher standards. All right, Bailey, you ready to leave this place? I mean, we got juice, right?
That's about it.
But let's just think about what's the opposite of this?
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. You know what our next stop is?
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. Let's go. Okay, so we've been on the road now for 12 hours exactly, and we've gone 577 miles. Average watt hour per mile is 342, which is pretty good considering for the most part we've been really moving good.
It's been a good day, except for South Carolina.
Yeah, coming into South Carolina from Georgia, where it goes from 3 lanes to 2, it sent us off the road, and that's probably where traveling at lower speeds, but also not very windy, and also no rain.
It's just like the most gorgeous, gorgeous day.
Yeah. So we've decided we're going to stop tonight in Wilson, North Carolina at a true TRU by Hilton. And I think it's a little shy of where I would want to stop. We're going to get there around 11:30 p.m. So I guess we will have been on the road 16 and a half hours today, which is respectable.
I agree.
I'll sleep tonight.
We'll get up early in the morning.
Get up early in the morning.
And then we will hit all the Easter traffic.
Yeah.
So the earlier we get up, the better we are.
Look at that sign for Buc-ee's. Hangry, 114 miles. So what's interesting is it says we're only 102 miles, but I must have the wrong supercharger in there.
Oh, maybe that's the problem.
So, but it doesn't.
It doesn't matter. We will go
Right,
to
it doesn't
Buc-ee's.
really matter. But yeah, I think.
But you want to leave that on to precondition, right?
Right. So
You
we
wanna put that
want
back
we
on.
want to say Florence. Well, hold on one second.
I can type it in. You don't want to get locked out again.
Yeah, I've been locked out now 2 times today, and 1 time coming down. So I only have 2 more strikes against me. So you're gonna take more ownership here.
Why are these all saying?
Here, they're far, far away.
Oh,
So
I
you got to
see.
go up. There's Florence
Okay,
right
got
there.
it. I don't know which one is Buc-ee's.
The one with
The
10.
This one?
Yeah, just hit that and zoom in and see if that's it.
Yeah, it's Buc-ee's.
That's Buc-ee's?
See it?
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
then I
good.
hit this.
So, yeah, hit that. Okay.
Yeah, 110 miles.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay. All right, good. So we're gonna do Buc-ee's. We'll arrive at 8:43 p.m. Perfect timing for a beef brisket sandwich
Of course.
and banana pudding. And what else? No more beef jerky.
No,
I still have a little left from.
it's disgusting.
It is not disgusting. What are you, crazy? It's delicious.
Not as much as you bought. You bought so much.
Well, I bought a lot for everyone.
You're the only one who eats it. But we'll go there. You walk around. The cleanest bathrooms.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a good place to stop.
all right. So we'll be there in an hour and a half at basically 8:40 or somewhere right around there.
Okay.
And then we'll continue on for another, I don't know, two and a half hours.
Yeah, which is going to be perfect, Dave.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
We'll stop at basically 11:15 p.m. That'll be it.
Yeah.
So, and look, the traffic today on Saturday before Easter Sunday, it's moving okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of people heading south because they have off. I think New Jersey schools may have off next week.
Right. We go back,
And
but
then-
the other schools
Yeah,
are
so
off.
it gets a little
Yeah.
messed up.
It's just tomorrow. It's going to be tough. Everybody going to see Grandma for Easter, so
Yeah.
it'll be a little tough. That's
All right.
okay. We'll leave early.
Yeah, we'll get up really early. All right, let's keep going. It's time. It's time to go see Buc-ee. You know, the best part about driving to Florida is when you drive back, you get to see Buc-ee again.
And you always have to stop to see Buc-ee.
Absolutely.
It's the happiest place on the road trip.
So the pup's on dog mode, and we'll let her play a little bit after that. There's nobody here.
Much calmer.
Saturday night, right before Easter, and
much calmer than when we were here on the way
much
down.
calmer than when we were here on the way down. Everybody's where they want to be.
Okay.
Speaking of the beaver,
Let's go.
look, there he is. He's so happy and proud. Wowie, wow, wow. That is one nice setup. Look at that fifth wheeler right there. Beautiful. Dually. Now we're talking. Back in my happy place, Buc-ee's. Place is hopping. Not quite as busy as it was on the way down, but it's still rocking pretty good. They got so many different things over here. I mean, they got dried fruit, trail mix, nuts, jerky. They got beer, soda, juice, dairy, gummies, restrooms. Yeah, it's crazy. Fudge, all kinds of stuff. So, but I got to get me, I think I got to get a beef brisket sandwich tonight. That's for sure. Little one, the little one, yeah. Got to get the banana pudding. We saw a sign on the road for beaver nuggets. We didn't know what they were, but they're like corn puff things, and we got to get them. What do you think? No? No, we're getting the beaver nuggets. Come on. Put them in. There we go. All right. Hi, Bailey. Did you have fun? Hey, what's going on, girl? No, stay up there. Stay up there. Go on. Stay up there. We'll go for a little walk in a minute, okay? Oh, yeah. All right. I think we're actually already at 75%, just coming out of Buc-ee's. And Bailey's been such a good girl this whole trip. You've been sleeping in your little seat there. You're doing great, girl. Oh, this water system is so cool. You want to take a drink, you basically, you squeeze this and the water comes up. Oh wait, I have to turn this little knob. Okay. Then what you do is you squeeze the water up into there. And she drinks it like crazy. Oh yeah, girl. She's going for it. And then when you're done, you just unsqueeze it and all the water goes back in, and it just goes right back into this little jug. It's, what is this called? It's called water. Water. That's it. I don't know where you get these. Where did you buy this? Amazon? All right, Buc-ee's never disappoints.
So fun.
We got some interesting things this time. We saw a sign for Buc-ee
Nuggets.
Beaver nuggets?
Beaver nuggets. So
Beaver
I thought they were
nuggets.
chicken nuggets. Because I didn't want a big beef brisket sandwich.
Yeah, you thought they were like chicken McNuggets, except these are like Beaver McNuggets.
But they weren't anything of the kind.
They weren't. All right, I'm just pulling over here just so we can check out the trip. Okay. So we got the nuggets, but I think they're more like corn chips.
I think they're like, yeah, with some brown sugar.
With brown sugar and some...
Which, for the record, I said we shouldn't get them.
High fructose sugar, glycose sugar, a lot of sugar. And where are they? You got it. We got it.
Oh, I have the bag.
Oh man, check this out.
What's in the Buc-ee's bag? Oh yeah, so we did get them.
Okay.
Beaver nuggets.
Beaver nuggets. Okay.
Never got those before.
Beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's. We never got those before.
Then we've never gotten those before.
Dark chocolate cashews.
And then this is for tomorrow. We're not eating any more today. They had chocolate bars.
A Buc-ee bar, dark chocolate. And then
one with almonds.
And then a Buc-ee bar with almonds.
And then just when I thought we were done, two things ended up in the bag.
Wait. These are Orange
at
Blast.
At the register.
Orange Blast sours. You know all that stuff at the register?
I know. All of a sudden.
Who buys that stuff?
You do.
I bought everything.
This weighs 10 pounds.
This is called Buc-ee's Overbite.
I think it's a giant, like a Reese's.
It's like a buck teeth, dark chocolate peanut butter, 1/4 pound of goodness. That right there. Do not open unless under duress.
That might be for me then.
No.
I've been under duress.
So that was excellent. Now we are going...
Last stop.
151 more miles tonight. It's 9:34 p.m. We will arrive at the True by Hilton in Wilson, North Carolina, which is just basically south of Rocky Mount, you know, almost into Virginia.
Yep.
And up by the old track, as a matter of fact, the Out of Spec track. And actually, it's North Carolina Center for Automotive what? NC Car Research. Okay, sorry about that. And I had a blip.
A brain blip.
Yeah, I had a blip. And we will arrive with a 25% state of charge, which is good. So let's hit it. Wait, one last thing. How could I have forgotten the banana pudding? Of course, small. Jordan, Andreas, banana pudding. Yeah. Man, here it is.
Your favorite place that we are not going to.
We're not going?
Nope. Not today.
Not today? All right. Yeah, it's late. We're going to get going. Pedro. Sorry, Pedro.